back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here or if you happen to come across this video, hi, my name is Rana. I do random videos for fun, mostly about studying, productivity, and sometimes vlogs where I just share random videos about my life. And right now, that's exactly what I am doing because as you can read from the title, today I will be sharing more of my LECPA experience. So this is actually part 2 of this series that I'm making about me sharing what I experienced during LECPA, during my review, during the actual board exam, my study habits, and etc. So if you want to learn more about LECPA and just watch my review journey in general, please subscribe so you can keep posted when I upload a new video. Disclaimer, there's an ongoing construction in our neighbors, so if you hear a noise, I apologize in behalf of my neighbors. So let us continue. In part 1, I told you guys when I started to enroll in a review center, which was when I was still in Integ. So at that point, I was still not a graduate of BSA, and I just enrolled in advance because, as I explained there was this 9 months review that Ray was offering, so I immediately grabbed that. And in that video as well, I told you why I decided to defer. It's what they call it, defer. But I was told that you could only use defer when you actually applied to take the board exam in PRTC, but I did not technically apply, so I don't know. Let's just call it defer for the purposes of this video. So in this part 2, guys, I'll be sharing with you what happened. Like, after I decided I'm not taking May 2024, what happened about me? Did I slack off? Did I stop studying? What did I do after? So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. What will you do in case that's also you? Just in case you also decide that not taking the boards immediately after graduating is the best course of action for you. Maybe you can learn something from my experience, you know what I mean? So let's start immediately. So when I decided that I was not gonna take the May 2024 board exam, I actually continued with my review. So I still attended all my classes on weekends with Rayo, and on weekdays, my classes in PRTC. But here's the thing, guys, because that schedule really took a toll on me physically because I got a lot of bruises because of the stress, because I had no break. What I did was I started to not join my PRTC classes. So I still go to school because that's where the PRTC classes are held in USGR, my university. I still go to school, but I don't join the classes, or I chose classes that I want to join to. Miss Uy, if you're watching this video, I'm a CPA already, but if you watch this video for legal reasons, I love PRTC. It's just that I'm too tired to enter. And I love the reviewers, very kind, but I'm too tired. So I made the USGR library, the CPAR library, my second home, literally, because I would still come to school, but I will not join my PRTC classes. Well, not all, some of my PRTC classes, and I will just go to the library and study at my own pace. Because again, there were lots of backlogs, guys. I had lots of backlogs from my Rio, from my PRTC. It was too overwhelming, and my thought process was, if I already had this class in Rio, like last weekend, and then it's still the same topic for my PRT. For example, Rio, we discuss about inventories. Then in PRTC, we discuss again about inventory. So I made it a point where I lay down the schedule for Rio, or schedule for PRTC, and decide which classes I am going to join. And if I'm not going to join those classes, then I will go to the USGR library and study at my own pace. So that's exactly what I did. I stayed more and more in the library. I had library neighbors, literally, because I have also classmates who decided not to join some classes in PRTC.
Kapi? Hindi ko. Wala. Hindi ako tiyan. Ako man sabi, mabitan na CR. Kapit ito. Sa bulay na akong tiyan. Wala pa ko ba-breakfast. Ibaan ako kayo. Lain akong tiyan. Wala pa ko yung breakfast. So, kaon na lang daan. So, dili sa magkape. lagi, magkis-kis ka. Welcome to my vlog.
Ay, hello.
Time-lapse rin na eh. Pero di ko kagamit sa akong phone ba?
Niya Pascal din.
Nakapuang ako na screen recorder niya. Maganahan ko gingaw na pero kapuyan kong charge. Sus, nga ako ni ganini. Wat ako magtugtog. Tugi ako. Di ay picture ko. Video ni uy.
Ikay una. Ay, account ka.
Nagpaligyaw sa commercial.
Kami picture mo. Sige, go. Ano pa na ako?
Guys, update. Dana is the last woman standing.
Di na pa siya galikod, no?
Top 2 si Jan, yes.
Kaya pa yung original.
So, muna yung room. Si Dana na lang yun usa, guys. So at this point also guys, I've mentioned that Rayo first pre-boards was already over, but the PRTC pre-boards, first pre-boards is not. So I stayed more in the library as well to prepare for the PRTC first pre-boards, because there's this time off after your Rayo first pre-boards. You have sort of a week or a 2-week break where there's no classes held for a while, so you can, I don't know, study at your own pace or prepare for the other lessons. There was this weekend where we don't have classes, so I used those time to study for PRTC first pre-boards. So when the first PRTC pre-boards came, I already expected that I will not get a passing score, but and I failed my tax was my lowest, but I was not disappointed and also not surprised, because in the history and from what I've heard from my seniors before, like the batch before us, and from what I've read on Reddit, PRTC pre-boards is actually really difficult. And as someone who took that already, I can really attest that it's really complicated. It's not complicated in the point where you cannot answer. It's complicated because it's complicated. I don't know guys, I was dumbed down. You know the feeling when you go inside a classroom and you know you prepared, you did what you can do, and then you enter and you saw the exam and I was like, did I even study this? Is this part of the coverage? Is this part of the prospectus? Like, did I even enroll in a review center? Am I even an accountancy student? That happened to me during my PRTC first paper. Like, wow, this is familiar. The words are familiar, but I don't know how to answer. But good thing LECPA is MCQ, so I can just choose letter C for Christ or B for bonus points. I don't know. I just went there for compliance only. Like, I did answer, I tried, but it was hard. And because I'm already done with LECPA, right? I already took the LECPA. I can really say PRTC's first pre-board is harder than LECPA. It's a personal opinion, but PRTC's questions are out of this world. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because it challenges you to actually think and actually like remember everything you've learned in class, but it's really hard. Or I'm just dumb. But you know, after the first pre-boards, my friends and I went to mass, and then we went to an eat all you can, because you know what? No matter what the result of the PRTC pre-boards at the time, what I thought, I still have to celebrate small wins, because the fact that I was able to graduate, I was able to review and be able to take the first pre-boards of PRTC, that's a big thing. Celebrate small wins, small scores, the little things, the little scores. Celebrate it. Another highlight of my Rio was saying goodbye to Attorney Diane. I knew already that that was the last time I'm gonna see her in person. I just knew because I already know that if I pass, I'm not going to take my oath in Manila or in the PICC. I know I'm not gonna go there. I will not be able to attend the Rio testimonial dinner because I cannot fly out everyone in my family. I know that's the last time. And the sad thing, guys, is at the time she had this thing, throat was swelling that she cannot speak properly. She tried her best. Like, we really can tell she was trying to speak, but her voice is slowly losing her voice. And you know what? I think she did not finish the whole schedule. She just wrote this little message for us as a goodbye. And even though I'm not taking the May 2024 LECPA, I felt so sentimental, emotional at that point. It's really when it hit me that you may have lots of doubts within yourself. You may overthink a lot, you may break down a lot, but there will always be people who will believe in you. Your family, your closest friends. There are lots of things that will hinder you from getting the CPA title, but there are more things that will guide you into getting that 3-letter word, that most coveted title. Historical moment. Welcome back to USVR. Wow!
Walking sing him ba, no?
Uy! Ingon si Kuya Heban, huy, Diyos sa pagdali mo kay tupare ko. Hey guys, this is Review Diaries. This is Graham, our the richest in class. Look at his Rolex gold. Gosh, he earned that by selling junk foods to us. So Graham is rich while we are unhealthy, profiting over our health. Since it's already less than 100 days till the May 2024 LECPA, I became more relaxed actually. Like, I still study, I still go to my review classes, spend more time with my friends, and finally, there were lesser backlogs. Basically, I don't have to count down anymore the remaining days. I'm starting to enjoy studying, and I think that was the best part of deferring, is I didn't have to follow a certain schedule already, the May schedule, and then I just have to study on what I want to study for that day and etc.
Prepared a little something for our top 5 with the first open preboard as our way of taking it even further. We are so proud, no, of our top notchers. But of course, di ba namin kayang magbigay ng cash prize to the top 20, at least for the top 5, a humble token from PRTC Cebu. Of course, I'd like to say congratulations to our top 1, Chad.
Congrats, Mark!
Pearl is here.
In behalf ni Pearl Miss!
Lagi ko na udawat. I think Pearl is in section 2, but we also award our top 5. Kyla Ditabla. On behalf of... So we would like to say congratulations to our top notchers and awards. Let's take a picture.
Hoy!
Congrats, Mark!
One last thing, To everyone who took the pre-board examinations, I would like to thank all of you for your courage. Over the past few days, I've been hearing counseling about the results of the pre-board exams. No, ang daming naiyak about tax, about FAR. All I can say is that yung examinations po talaga ng PRTC ay out of this world. Yung klase talaga yung level of difficulty niya because we only want you to wake up from whatever slumber you have. So I hope you take the results of the pre-board as a wake-up call, no, and then learn from it. The only way you can get back at the pre-board is to learn from your mistakes. Alright, so at this point, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring back your very energetic SOCMED savvy friends. Hindi nyo lang alam, siya pa yung SOCMED manager ng Team PRTC.
Unsa naman ning naungaw?
$8,000. Okay, from USJR. Okay, so may I call on Clark Peter Castillo. Picture tayo may
Let's go, Tapu! Cute!
He is now 8,000 pesos richer. And of course, our top notcher. Ayan. To receive, na-receive na pala, na-transfer na. Please check your GCash. Ayan na. 10,000 pesos. Okay, basta report, kumikita ang kabuhayan. Okay, from University of Cebu, Maine. Okay, John Fermin. Ayan, so picture tayo dyan. Manasend na daw yung
Sa vlog.
I never doubted my classmates. There was these two classmates, Clark and Pearl. They topped the May 2024 LECPA. We already know since first year that they're gonna top it. It's so nice to see my batchmates just being awarded and they're so close to getting the top notcher. I remember Pearl, I don't know if I can share this, but she didn't tell me not to share it. But I remember I was signing my attendance and Pearl was there signing attendance because we had to sign an attendance at PRTC, at least for my batch. I was like telling her, Pearl, lapit na Pearl. I don't know if she remembered this conversation because it was just a quick conversation. She was like, yes, but di ko sure. First I thought, what? Mo differ ka, Pearl? Then she said na, mo take na ko because kapoy na daw. And she said that, but di ko sure mag-top. And I was like, I look at her and, what? Since first year, we know already you're gonna top the board exam. I did not tell her, but that's what's running in my mind. I cannot invalidate her feelings. But in my mind, oh my gosh, even my classmates with top-notch potential are doubting. So in my mind, oh my gosh, it's really normal, guys. No matter how smart you are, no matter how ready you are, there will always be this doubt inside you that, what if I'm not gonna make it? What will happen to me?
Is it la la? Our Far Lord of the Far Nation documentary. How are you feeling today? I'm good. Like that.
So another highlight of my FAR is actually seeing Sir Karim for the first time, and I know for many accountancy students, Sir Karim is a very familiar name because he is like a FAR god. I have lots of FAR teachers in my undergrad in USG, and I love them all. They have different teaching styles, but Sir Karim, for some reason, I like his teaching style. I think it's similar to how I study FAR. That's why I appreciated him more, and he makes even the most complex things simple. Like, he really answers the why, like the concepts. He doesn't just tell you the concept, he explains the why behind it. Gosh, I can yap whole day about Sir Karim, but he's really good at FAR. And this doesn't mean that I did not have good FAR teachers in my undergrad. I'm just saying that he really made me appreciate FAR more and make me understand FAR more. I used to be very scared taking the board exams, especially because of FAR. But because of Sir Karim, it really made me be less scared taking the FAR exam and me a little more excited because finally I can apply whatever I learned from Sir Karim. Plus, I was so shocked because Sir Karim, I did not recognize him immediately because he's so different in person and in the pre-recorded. Like, he lost some weight, and he told us that he's about to get married soon. At that time, he's married now, but yeah. And he talked about his engagement photo shoot with his fiance in Japan. It was so nice because in class they also talk about this is a normal thing in classrooms, right, where your teachers doesn't talk about your lessons only. They sometimes talk about your personal experiences. I really had a good time having Sir Karim as my teacher.
Iyang gibayran ang registrar para ani. Kala sa pagkita ni ani.
Ayo, ang kuha na yung frame. Okay.
Ang frame man ang frame mo giaban.
Hilas lagi kay ni
Ako eh. Ganaan ako ibabutan ni sa library.
Rich!
wala pa na unlock. Ito pa siya do. 100 naman. 100 Oh, ayun. Oo. Baon di ay guro na supraan.
Bakit ako?
Pagkita sa kon. Fuck!
There's this weird feeling where I thought that a little more pressure in the atmosphere because of course there's only few days left till the board exams, but that's not what happened. I think it's probably because most of my batchmates in USJR enrolled in PRTC, so there was a lot of us in PRTC, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love coming to my PRTC classes even though I don't enter the review sessions. I just stayed in the library because I get to see my batchmates. I don't know if they felt this, but I think we got more closer during our PRTC review than during Integ, because in Integ the atmosphere was so intense. Everybody is like always in a bad mood. Maybe that's just not me, but you know when you can barely enjoy time with your batchmates because you have other things to prioritize. During the review, I thought that was gonna be the same thing, but the atmosphere is actually lighter. Like, we have more fun with each other, we're hanging out more, we're talking more. I even knew more about my batchmates during my PRTC review than during Integ. Like, oh, we're classmates pala? I did not know. Sorry, you're always in the back studying. Vlog manin. Guys, 2 months na lang si Pay na si Gerald. Ako kay October.
Kasi tanin na mo kami mga friends si Pay na nito.
Yes.
Si Alat.
Ikatanan niya nga vlog si Pay na mi.
At ang video sa
I also spend time, guys, studying out, but I'm not someone that likes to study out a lot. You spend money traveling, you spend money in coffee shops buying something, because you can't just go into a coffee shop and not buy something, right? You go there, you buy something, and then you can study. That's the reason why I barely go out to study. But sometimes there's actually a need to go out. There are really days when you get too overwhelmed at home. Writers call it like a writer's block, where they start to lose ideas and they don't know how to continue things. That's exactly how I felt sometimes. And what I do when I feel that is I go out and I go studying with my friends. Unfortunately, I don't live close to a lot of coffee shops, so I only have limited options here in Talisay, Cebu, where I live. Please don't come to my house. Thank you very much. still attended my pre-U and my PRTC classes. And I mentioned I'm more relaxed already. I even finished all the seasons of Modern Family in just like less than a month because I watch it almost every day. Like if I'm too overwhelmed to study, I either watch videos on YouTube or watch Modern Family. I made it a rule not to deactivate social media accounts, but to use less of it. So instead of going to social media, I installed games in my phone and watch some movies to pass time. I know this is the beginning of the end. Finally, the beginning of the end. That's where I know I'm gonna take it once only. I know from the bottom of my heart I'm gonna pass because everyone is praying for me to pass it the first time, and I manifested to pass it also the first time. It's like I have this mindset already that this is it. You will see my 100% potential in October. My access for the batch 7 Rio is not even over yet, but I enrolled in Rio batch 8. And you may probably wonder, why did you enroll in Rio again? Well, I was actually planning to enroll in Pinnacle, I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of my seniors, the batch before us, and my classmates have told me Pinnacle is really very nice. And I've heard about Sir Brad already because back in undergrad, I used to watch his YouTube videos. So I know he's a really good teacher. But the reason why I re-enrolled in Rio is because I already got used to like the teaching style of Rio. I already know the assessments, how it works. I already know how the preboard works. I decided to trust Rio the second time. Did not fail me the first time, so why not re-enroll? But I did not re-enroll in PRTC. Not because I lost trust in them, it's just because I decided in my second review, I'm gonna do it fully online. So not hybrid, which is what I was, an hybrid enrollee back in the May 2024 preparations, and I was a full face-to-face in PRTC. But I decided for my October, I'm gonna go fully online. So I decided Rio is the best course. Of course, in every preview center, there are pros or cons. You read everything on Reddit. I read everything on Reddit. You read some on X. I know about the issues. I know about the noise, the teas, and etc. But I chose to trust Rio because because of the teaching styles. I think that you have to consider the teaching styles of the reviewers, how the schedules are lined up. So I preferred that, and so I trusted them. So I think we should end part 2 here first, guys. Again, I'm very sorry for the background noise. I did not charge my microphone, unfortunately. So if you hear banging, there's a construction going on. So again, thank you guys so much for watching part 2 of my LECPA series. For the next part, for part 3, I'm gonna be sharing with you what is it like actually starting to review for the October 2024 boards, and to finally join the board ops. I thought I was gonna do the board ops for the part 2, but a lot of things happen in part 2, so board ops will wait. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!